Okay, Jeffco, this is set up for Jeffco Battle of the Books, demonstrating what a setup for competition is going to look like at your school. So this is my computer, and it is either attached or somehow projected for in the classroom if you choose to project the questions. This would be maybe if you had parents that were observing or if you had grade levels coming to watch your competition. So this is my laptop, and it is connected to the smartboard or wherever you're going to be projecting. So that's setup number one. And then I have a second device, and this is logged in. It's a Chromebook, and it's logged in on peardeck.com. And all you're going to do is go to the teacher dashboard. And what this device is going to do is it's going to let you be able to see the answers, the student answers, without projecting that one. So that's why you need two devices. And then we have right here team number 1, team number 2, and team number 3. So we go ahead and I'm just using a clicker to advance to the slides. Every game will have the rules. So we're going to be starting in which book. Then it will have the list of all of the books. These are the 10 choices that they will be selecting. And then we start. So it's important to have at least 2 adults if you can. Otherwise, it's kind of a lot to juggle. But one person reading the questions, and then you will need somebody doing the timing. So I guess it doesn't have to be an adult, but just somebody else that's timing. Once you've read through the question, the time starts, and students have 30 seconds to answer the question. So in which book do characters climb for a living? Then the timer would start. Students have 30 seconds to quietly discuss with their team. This is a student device, and just notice or take note that students will have to use the scroll bar because there are 10 choices, and so they will need to use the scroll bar to select the correct answer. While students are answering on the teacher device, the teacher dashboard, you'll be able to see teams submit their answers. We know the answer is going to be sweep, so all you're really doing, you don't need to look at any of the wrong answers. You're just going down to the correct answer, and then you can hover over and see which student answered this correctly. It's important that on the teacher dashboard that you don't use the arrow buttons before time is called, because otherwise you will advance the slide that's projected. It does control the teacher device that is connected to the smartboard. So if you do use the arrow buttons and reveal an answer, that does give away the answer before they have locked in their answer choice. So just be sure not to use the arrow buttons, only grab the scroll bar that's located on the right side of the screen to be able to scroll down to the correct answer choice. There will be some questions that students for your room will not take the full 30 seconds. And if that's the case, you can go ahead and advance. There is an option on the teacher device to go ahead and lock the screen. Once you've locked the screen on the students' devices, they will no longer be able to change their answers or to respond after time is called. I think it's good to lock the response. That way, as you're scoring and students change their minds, there's no way for them to go back and revise their answer after teams have submitted their answers. On to round 2 for your game is called In the Book. Each question is worth 1 point, and students will have 45 seconds to answer. Question 1. In the book Restart, what instrument does Shoshana's brother play? On the teacher dashboard, you can see that you are right here waiting for responses, and over here you can see what answer you're waiting for. You can go ahead and start tallying and adding correct points for teams, but they do get the 45 seconds to type or change their answer. Again, you want to use the lock screen feature to lock once the 45-second timer is called. I do speed up the game a little bit. If all teams have responded within 30 seconds and all of their answers are correct, we go ahead and lock screens and award a point for each team. On the student device, once they've typed in their answer, there's no like submit or end button. So I do have students give me just a quiet thumbs up to let me know that their team is settled on their final answer. Here's a look at the teacher dashboard when students have submitted their answers. And so again, you're only looking for that correct answer, which is piano. And we know that Mollusk, the Mollusk team, was the only team to enter that correctly. Okay, so these practice questions are now available for you if you want to try to mimic this and practice. I know that for some teams, this is the first time that they've done a Pear Deck in this kind of setting. So I put this practice in here for you to be able to practice with setup. You can have students, I use Stuffies. It is a little bit harder with Stuffies, but feel free to reach out. You can email me, call me at Rooney. I am happy to help. Good luck in the next 3 weeks, and we will see you at District on March 2nd.